Bill O'Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News for June 1st, 2023, a Thursday. Stand up for your country. I want to welcome all of our new BillO'Reilly.com premium and concierge members. We have had a surge into this operation. Some people get, know what I do from my past experiences at Fox and ABC and CBS, but others don't. They're kind of sitting there going, what's this? Because we're so different. And tonight in this broadcast, we're going to prove that once again. So cable news ratings for May are out today, and they are not good news. All right? The industry, the cable news industry, is on the eve of destruction. Remember that song? In the early 1970s, the eve of destruction. Well, that's where cable news is. Network news is already gone. Nobody watches it, has no influence at all. And then if cable news evaporates, which it is, and it's not coming back because they don't have the management any longer with the vision to keep you interested. It's just about that. And a lot of people have a lot of individual beefs with the three cable news stations. Anyway, we are here to fill that gap. And I'm going to prove that tonight to you because we provide honest news analysis that is based on reality. It's a very key word, reality, and that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. So let's do the debt deal, okay? It's a boring subject to me. I like the more exciting stuff, but it's very important. So the reality is that conservative Republicans do not have enough votes to get what they want in Congress. That's it. They don't have the votes. And they're not even close to having the votes. These are conservative Republicans. So when you hear someone come on television and say, Speaker McCarthy's an idiot for caving into the Democrats, when you hear that, you know it's coming from the land of Oz, O-Z, okay? It's coming from the Scarecrow, the Lion, and Toto. Because the Republican Party has no power to pass legislation in this country because the Democrats control the Senate and the White House. Now, McCarthy got a decent deal. He stopped the spending for 2 years, the massive growth of spending. He's still going to spend the money, but no more. Capped it. He's playing the long game, as I said yesterday. He's trying to get to 2024, hoping the American public will finally wake up to the destruction that progressive Democrats are causing this nation and every single one of us. That's what McCarthy is hoping, that they'll finally wake up and then vote for the counter to that, which is the Republican Party. And as you know, I'm not a party guy, but anything to stop progressive Democrats. So whether that will happen or not, we don't know. I mean, it's a very complicated situation with the presidency and with a lot of Americans not paying attention. They don't know what's going on, but they do know they're paying a lot more money for food and gasoline and probably everything else. They know that. You want more of that? Okay, you vote for the Democrats in 24. So right now, the Republican Party has to basically block. Now, the Democratic Party, it doesn't want to cut spending at all. It wants to increase it. Why? Because that's all they have. Democratic Party's platform is very simple. We'll give you stuff. That's it. They have no problem solving on the agenda, none. They have no vision of the future for America. They have no respect for our past. Well, we're bad. We're terrible, which is why we have to blow up everything. The only thing the Democratic Party stands for now is giving people free stuff. And it's not really free because it comes from the taxpayer. That's all. That's all I got. So they're going to up and up and up and up and up until the whole country goes over the fiscal cliff. And a lot of the socialists would love that, because then the federal government have to step in and run everything, which is what the socialists want. Okay, so the vote to have the compromise wasn't even close in the House. It was 314 to 117. All right. And 71 Republicans voted against it. And you heard them. They're playing to their crew. They're all far-right conservatives, and they're playing to that constituency. My question is, are you really looking out for the country by playing to your crew? You can answer that yourself. All right, now, I predicted all of this would happen. I don't want to be an arrogant jerk, but you are spending time and some money in some cases watching me, and I've got to remind you about how accurate we are. I said this on April 20th. Go. So the two sides are staked out. Democrats, Biden, we don't want to cut any spending. We want to spend more. And the Republicans will give you a debt ceiling raise now, but you're going to have to cut spending for the next 10 years in order to get it. Okay? I don't want to get into the weeds, but that's essentially the both sides. So what's going to happen? There'll be a compromise. Here you go. Again, that was April 20th. Now, it was always a phony story because people who understand how the government works, and I did text Speaker McCarthy today, and it's good for me to have access to the very powerful people. And again, he's playing the long game. I don't know if it's going to be successful or not. I don't. Okay? I will say one thing, and I know this will be controversial. Zealotry is not in your best interest. It's not. And I know a lot of people making a lot of money on being zealots on both sides. It's not in your best interest. A clear vision of trying to make America as strong as possible and as prosperous, that's in your best interest. All right. Now, Donald Trump said this. I'm going to quote it. Republicans should not make a deal on the debt unless they get everything they want, including the kitchen sink. That's the way the Democrats have always dealt with us. Do not fold. Donald Trump had to know if no deal was reached that the stock market would have been down 2,000 points and that inflation would have been ignited and that economic chaos would have descended on America as foreign investors who buy our bonds and pump billions of dollars into our economy would have stopped doing that. Trump is smart economically. He had to know that. Yet Trump is tweeting out, don't compromise. Why? Because economic chaos works to Donald Trump's advantage. It does. And if you have been reading my messages of the day, I spell it out. In times of economic trouble, people turn to what they call a political strongman, which is Donald Trump. Okay, that's the only explanation. I haven't talked to him about it, but that tweet, I mean, you don't want economic chaos, even if it hurts Biden. And believe me, the press would turn it all around and say it's the Republicans' fault, the economy, they didn't make the deal. And there are enough uninformed people, swing voters or, distracted voters, whatever you want to call them, that the Republicans would get blamed. And the people who really don't know what's going on would vote for the other party. So you have to see the big picture, and that's the memo. All right, so President Biden's out in Colorado Springs, commencement address, the U.S. Air Force Academy. I'll play you a very short clip because he really didn't say anything. Go.
One of the greatest strengths the United States of America brings to this effort is one of the greatest assets you will harness throughout your careers. It's our unmatched network of alliances and partners, allies and partners.
Okay, fine. I feel sorry for the cadets standing there. Not because Biden said anything offensive or ridiculous. He was just boring. Just boring. I don't know. If I'm standing there and guys going on and I'm going like this. Okay. This is a great story. And I bet you haven't heard it. The Air Force somehow approved a drag show to honor Pride Month at the Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada. A drag show. at the Air Force Base. So, Defense Secretary Austin and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff Milley both said, no, we're canceling the drag show. Why did they do that? Because of Target, Bud Light, LA Dodgers. You can't do it. But why would you have a drag show at an Air Force base anyway? So insane. So insane. But it's not happening. You are probably paying too much for your Medicare supplement, especially if your plan is through the liberal AARP. Folks, there is an alternative, AMAC. Their Medicare advisory service is the gold standard of quality. They offer plans from dozens of insurers, and you'll get the right plan at an affordable price without all the woke nonsense. The licensed, experienced advisors at AMAC are dedicated to answering your Medicare questions, explaining your options, and helping you choose a plan that suits your health needs and your budget. But what really makes them special is their values, faith, family, and freedom. Don't get caught up in the confusion of Medicare. Your consultation with a knowledgeable AMAC advisor is free of any financial commitment or leftist agenda. So you can visit them today, and I hope you do. amac.com/trust. That's amac.us/TRUST trust. Okay, let us go. I got so many pieces of paper here, you wouldn't believe it. Let's go to the mail, right? Shirley Robinson, concierge member, Deltona, Florida. Bill, I've read articles in a Wall Street Journal regarding the debt ceiling. My son advises me that Republicans are cutting Social Security. Can you put your son in the corner? I mean, nobody's cutting Social Security, Shirley. Eventually, they'll up the age, but not for people who are on it now. So, a lot of propaganda. Mark Welsh, Garden City, Kansas. Bill, you're wrong. Congress has one option to deal with Christopher Wray. They can first find him in contempt, then order the sergeant of arms to take him into custody and sit him in a cell until he complies with the subpoena. No. Mark. So if you go to a website, and I researched this for you, Mark, because I love you. Findlaw.com. Findlaw, one word, findlaw.com. They explain that there is no enforcement power within the House of Representatives. Okay? The Sergeant of Arms can't do anything outside the Capitol grounds. Nothing. Can't put you in a cell. He can detain you if you're on the grounds doing something bad, but he can't go to the FBI office and haul Christopher Wray out. I don't know where this stuff comes from. But anyway, findlaw.com's big explanation of that. George, concierge member, I see a parallel between the FBI's refusal to turn over evidence in the Biden case and the 2020 election. I don't know if that's a valid comparison. It's corruption. There was corruption in the 20 election, no doubt about it. But I don't see it being parallel. Joe Diacomo, Mount Laurel, New Jersey. I find it ironic that Los Angeles has a Catholic name, meaning Our Lady of the Angels, and Sacramento is derived from the word sacrament. Well, Los Angeles is the angels, Joe, okay, in Espanol, and that's because the explorers of the California coast were Spanish, and the missionaries that started the culture there were Spanish. So you would assume San Diego, all throughout the state. But a little irony there because they don't like Christians out there very much anymore, do they? Donald Warner from Four Oaks, North Carolina. Hey, Bill, are you going to stop eating at Chick-fil-A? Why would I do that? Just because Chick-fil-A appointed some executive to look at DEI doesn't mean they're going to do anything bad. If they do something bad, then I'm not going to eat the nuggets. That's what I get in Chick-fil-A. I get the nuggets, and they're good. All right, and the sauce a little too much sugar, but it's good. Presentation's good. You got to wait online because it's so good that people caught on. But you know, let's not be crazy about this. Let's watch and see what happens. It's not close to Bud Light or Target or the Dodgers. It's not even close to that. Kathleen, concierge member, Bill, I believe PetSmart is doing the Pride line for gay customers. That is all well and good, but it's simply not something I'm comfortable with. Well, I don't know why it would bother you. I don't care if the gay people want to have a gay dog leash. Doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother Holly the terror dog. I think it's... No, I'm not going to even say that. If you're gay and you want to put a gay sweater on your dog, okay. I don't care. Jim Yasko, another concierge member. It's not... I didn't do this on purpose, but the concierge members, you know, they write good letters and they're in tune to what we do here. And I'll explain that in a moment. Samantha Ponder needs to tell ESPN to pound sand and walk away on her own. Why would you give up a very well-paying job? Yeah, it's ESPN, but ESPN hasn't really come down on Ms. Ponder. I don't think that would be a good move. I think she continues to do her job as a host of an NFL show and speak her mind. That's what I would do. Kathy, another concierge member. It's amazing. Just finished Killing the Legends. Wow, I'm an amateur musician, so I was fascinated by Elvis's life. And even though the story of John Lennon was interesting, I did not know everything you said about Lennon. I was expecting to struggle through Muhammad Ali because, well, I'm a girl. All right. I never understood the fascination with Ali until I read Killing the Legends. To my amazement, that portion of the book was my favorite part. Killing the Legends, it got the best reviews of any of the Killing books. It's amazing. And the great summer read. I mean, you can't get a better summer read than this. Okay, Robin Kelsey, Dillon, Montana. Bill, please stay healthy. You're the only person casting the news that makes any sense. I don't want to lose you. Your voice puts me at ease. I'm good, but I'm aggressive. You know, my doctors, I'm proactive because, you know, I'm an old guy now, but I'm good. So thank you very much, Robin. It's very nice of you to think of me that way. So as I said at the top of the show, we had a lot of new concierge and premium members. Concierge members direct access to me. If you have a problem in your life, family problem, or you want travel advice or I can't give financial advice and tell you what to buy, what not to buy. I can tell you what I do or am doing. So concierge membership, tremendous Father's Day gift because you get all the gear with it. You get all the Team Noble gear. If you become a concierge member or a premium member, give Dad the membership, a yearly, you get all this free. And everything you buy, you get our atheist bumper sticker, 2 of them free. Guy got scolded because I said 1, you get 2. Atheism, nothing there. Okay, send one to Bill Maher, okay? All right, so we want you to check it out, Concierge and Premium Membership, and also we have good book deals, Killing the Legends, Killing the Mob, together, $18. And Killing Crazy Horse and the United States of Trump together, $18. Can't do better than that. Father's Day coming up, June 18th. Word of the day, do not be a cretin. I use that word, and it stuns the urchins. See, you're being a cretin. C-R-E-T-I-N. Easy word. Great word. Right back with the final thought. Bill O'Reilly here. Like most Americans, I'm trying to cut down on calories and sugar. That means no soda, iced tea, or fruit juice. Thankfully, I recently discovered this drink called Organic Trio. I swapped out high sugar drinks for Trio and I feel much, much better. Each beverage is only 15 calories with 1 gram of sugar and it tastes good. Trio is produced by the same family that developed Snapple. So it's no surprise they know how to make a great tasting drink. Trio's secret ingredient is water tapped directly from birch trees. It's plant-based, naturally sweet. Trio is caffeine-free, organic, kosher, vegan, and gluten-free. So please go check them out at drinktrio.com. Again, that's drinktrio.com, now available nationwide at Walmart. Okay, so here is the final thought of the day. We have a lifeguard shortage all over the country. There are more than 300,000 public pools in the USA that don't have enough lifeguards, according to the American Lifeguard Association. And beaches are having problems too. So this is dangerous. As some of you know, I was a lifeguard, and I was rummaging through my old stuff, and I found this. Throw it on up. I'll tell you about it on the radio. This is my water safety instructor card, 1966. I was only 6 years old. I was the youngest lifeguard in human history. That's a jest. Okay, so I got my water safety instructor card to teach swimming because I wasn't making enough money being a lifeguard. That's why I got it. But now the lifeguards are unionized and they're making a lot of money. And come back to me, please. If we don't have them, people are going to die. Not only drown, but you got heart attacks, you got seizures on the beach. And the lifeguards, all the lifeguards I know, and I know a lot of them, are really good and competent. And we need them. You know, I live on the beach, literally. I can handle myself in the water, but most people can't. I mean, that surf out on Eastern Long Island, that's serious surf out there. You got to know what you're doing. So we need those lifeguards. And it's fun. It's a fun job. And the girls like you if you're a guy, if you care about that. They like you. Still today. It's not like Baywatch, but it's a really, you learn so much about CPR, about handling emergencies. You're in shape. The only downside is the sun, because I got to go every 3 months now to get stuff taken off my pale body because there wasn't any sunblock when I was a lifeguard and a water safety instructor. We were out there like, oh, this is great, you know. No. So you got to block it and wear the hat and all that, or you're going to get in trouble, even if you're Italian or African American. I mean, his sun is intense. So anyway, we want people, if you're young people and you're watching or listening tonight, you know, get in shape, apply for the lifeguard job. You'll make some good money. You'll have a great summer, and it's a good legacy to have. I wouldn't have traded that experience. I only saved one life in my lifeguard experience, but that life, that kid that I saved, he was going. I got that on my sheet. Okay? I saved that kid. And as an adult, that kid tracked me down because his mom told him that I had saved him, and of course, she knew my name. And then when I became famous, he tracked me down. It's an unbelievable story. But I'm sorry that I don't know why there's a lifeguard shortage. It's hard. Maybe that's why. And you can't have the machine in the water. Maybe that's why. But anyway, that is the final thought of the day. Thank you very much for watching and listening on the radio, our 100 affiliates that carry the No Spin News. New column comes up Sunday noon, and we'll see you again on Monday. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.